was doing long ago.
It was a video.
Video. Hey guys, I'm home. Second day. I got my foot twisted. I just went. I can't believe I slept this long.
That's a good thing.
Huh?
I said, that is a good thing. You were exhausted.
Um,
Salty boy.
they're alright. Come on right there.
Fat boy ain't coming in here. He can hang it up. He is not coming
Are
over
you
here.
sure they can see me in the storeroom?
Yeah, it's bright. On the screen, it's bright.
I'm
I'm trying to keep as many lights off as possible because we're down to $200 on our pay as you go lights. So I'm trying not to buy. I'm buying as many days as we can
well.
before we have to add more money on the light bill.
I appreciate all the support, folks. And
Don't you think about it, chonk chonk.
I'm not as depressed as I was yesterday. I keep thinking about all the downsides. Jennifer's got quite a few things going on that's maybe going to help me out.
It'll help us out, Pop.
And I'm I'm comfortable, but I'm really having to do the exercise. I'm gonna have to keep at it, 'cause I won't get to where I can get up by myself, get in my wheelchair by myself, go to the bathroom by myself, and get back online and start working on my videos. Um, I've never been this disabled before. Usually when I come home from rehab, I could pretty much start going to the bathroom by myself and stuff. Now I can't do it. But yesterday, Donovan's here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's asleep. I picked him up from work this morning.
I can't believe I slept that long. Daggone. And reckon that guy, that fire guy you're talking about, he's able to find out for sure about that Meals on Wheels.
There was nothing about Meals on Wheels. It was about a hospital bed in La Jolla.
I know, but
Meals on Wheels, we don't qualify for because you live with me. You're not alone, and we get food stamps. Well, we get food stamps for right now. Where are you at if you want to cut the grass? Are you here in Ocala?
hey baby, come here baby.
Don't call Meathead up there.
Over to in here.
Yeah, Meathead
Hey
and
baby,
oh, here he
come on
comes.
baby, come on.
Don't let him get on top of you.
Who is
That's
this?
chonky. That's 30 pounds of just muscle. Fatty, he is so big.
I love them.
I know you do.
I love my babies. But that's where we're at right now, folks. Um, I still got this darn, I call it a pee bag, catheter on. I sure it's not uncomfortable. Of course, I don't have to get up and pee or anything. It just goes. But I definitely don't think I got the right treatment at the hospital. The whatever.
The rehab, Pop.
Rehab. Um, but there's a lot of exercise I can do. I did a lot of it like that at the while in the bed. And I really stayed at it yesterday. I kept working at it. And I'm gonna start doing it. I need me a clock on the wall where I can watch, because I used the clock with a second hand to, when I was in rehab, I had a routine I would do, and I would try to do them every 45 minutes. I didn't, and it'd take about 15, 20 minutes. And I think that's really going to help. And I'm going to try to make a video of me doing the,
Donovan, is that you out there?
doing the exercise. And then,
Or is it Jay?
who's on
I was trying to see if one of the boys were out there so they'll bring me one of my pain pills.
But I really appreciate the cards and stuff, and appreciate my subs not deserting me. But anyhow, that's where we're at. That new computer I got, it came a couple of days before I went to the hospital, so it's still in the box. I ain't got it going. I hope we can get everything going. And
Ow, ow, ow.
I can't believe what's that noise?
That's me.
It's a cat?
No, it's my damn foot.
Oh, your foot.
Yeah.
Anyhow, just wanted to let everybody know what's going on. And we're slowly trying to get things
Together.
I'm so fortunate that if I didn't have my daughter and my grandson, I don't know what I'd do. I'm fortunate and thankful for that. And Jennifer didn't come to see me at the house at
Rehab.
as often as I would like, but it was a lot more.
How many times was I in the hospital, Pop?
And sometimes she'd come over and sit with me for 2-3 hours.
Hey, how many times was I in the hospital? I couldn't come.
You was at the hospital.
You remember, I was in the hospital 3 times while you were in rehab. I couldn't come.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I didn't want to. In fact, the day I went into the hospital last time, I was supposed to come back that day, and I couldn't. But I came out a week later. When I came out that time, I came right over, but right even
Yeah,
before
well,
coming
I'm not
home.
complaining about. I've been
You're making me feel
thankful for the
guilty.
time that you did, and they meant so much to me. And my guy next night was in the room with me.
Randy.
He was he was he come and he said your daughter come to see you a lot, but when you're in there, you just miss things, you
You
know.
miss the chaos.
Yeah.
You miss the home chaos, the stuff that goes on at home. Even if it makes you mad, you miss the chaos.
And I met a lot of aides that worked in there.
Miss Juliet, Miss Lisa, Miss Juliet took care of you a lot. I'm gonna.
But there were two in there. The boy, I'm gonna tell you what, they were the wicked witch from hell.
Yeah, they was
And
probably the last one I had to curse out.
one of them especially that worked in the middle of the night. And one actually hurt me, slapping me around and stuff. Uh,
What about that little old little girl with the little
what
buns?
about what?
That little old girl with the buns that help you bathe and clean your nails
Oh,
and.
she was.
I'm gonna ask Miss Juliet and Miss Lisa what her name is. I'll send her some one of my chains or something. I'll give it to Miss Lisa to give to her. Or do you want me to make her a bracelet?
Yeah, I liked her. She, she did more attending to me than any of the others as far as giving me baths and cleaning me up after I poop and stuff. And she was more gentle about moving because I was about my skin, especially on my legs, is so sensitive, so sore. And I don't think she was an old person. What do you think her age is?
I have a trouble. I don't remember her.
Well, I always thought
When she had those buns on her head, did she have longer braids in the back? Or was it just the two buns?
two ones on the head.
Okay, so I'll ask Miss Lisa who it is. When I deliver the next batch of stuff to her, I'll ask Miss Lisa who it is and we'll find out. And I will send her one of my creations.
Yeah. And I have a guy, he's a speech therapist. He's from India. He's been here 5 years. He can speak he can speak 5 languages, and he's pretty fluent with English. And he comes in, he starts out, he says, okay, morning, how are you? And then he'll say, I'm going to give you 3 words. And I want you to remember them 3 words in a few minutes. Okay. And then he starts talking to you about other stuff. And like, name 10 flowers, name 10 vegetables, or name some kind of animal or something, you know. And then he'll come back and say, what was those 3 words? Well, I never could remember those 3 words. But the last session we had, he said, I'm going to give you 3 words. And the 3 words this session was Charlie, Alex and Peter. And I remember the next come by, I remembered them. And this has been about 4 days ago, and I still can remember those words about Charlie, Alex, and Peter. But I didn't get to tell him the last day I was there
Charlie,
that I could remember. I don't know why I can remember.
but you figured it out yesterday why you can remember. Charlie because of my cousin Charlie, Alex because of my ex, and Peter because Peter in Germany.
But
The,
it just amazed me that I can remember them. And what his job was, not so much about speech therapy.
it was memory.
It was to try and help me remember things easier and keep my mind working. He said, which makes sense. And he has 2 children and a wife, and they've been here for, I say, 5 years.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
But they've been here. He wants to move back to India. He said he misses home very much. But the kids and the wife, as I call it, they've become Americanized. And they don't want to go back to India. But he said he plans on going back in about 2 years. So he misses home. But I love my talks with him. And I guess it helped me out in a way. But, and there were several texts in there that I really like. And the lady that I was friends with for 25 years that worked there,
Chris Jackson.
yeah, Chris Jackson, she took a leave and wasn't there when I was there, but the last few days I was there, she was there. And she made my days brighter when she came in. But and certain tones of voice I can't understand very good. And I think it's got a lot to do with my weight. Because I've lost so much weight that the inside of my ear has also shrunk. And my hearing aid is not working as well. I can hear the voices and hear the sound, but a lot of them I can't understand. And some of those aides and nurses in there, the voices was a tone that I couldn't understand much. And there was one, the last one that I liked her, but I just couldn't understand her, what her words were a lot. I could hear her, but, and she said, the last such conversation I had with her, I said, I have a hard time understanding your words. And I wish I could have talked to her more. But she wasn't from India, but she was Indian, and she was she was born here in the United States, and her parents were Indians, from India. So she had Indian history, or she had the roots there. I really liked her. Pretty lady. But so many, the age there, the people, the text, a lot of them were black, but there's also some white. But a majority of them were from like the Philippines, China, stuff like that. And I enjoy talking to different people from different cultures, but I just don't feel like the type of therapy that they were offering at uh, uh, Ocala Oaks was not working for me. And and there was a couple of times in there I got into arguments with the therapist and everything. I thought they would. I thought they figured out early on that I was going to be a lot tougher to rehab than they were equipped to do. I wasn't getting the exercise to help me walk, to help me stand, uh, but that's, that's one of the red. I think the exercise part that I'm doing now is going to help me out. Because yesterday, Jennifer and but
Jaden.
they, Jade, I said Bud, my son's name. Um, I do that a lot.
It's all right.
I tell Jennifer, my wife, sometimes, and that irritates her, but
It don't irritate me, but ma'am, I could never do what ma'am did. She did everything. I still don't know how that woman did everything with her disabilities and stuff. She was a whirlwind. I could never live up to what she did for us.
I mistakenly say them words sometimes. Now I've got, what was I talking about?
The work fits your exercises that me and
I
Jay
think
and
the exercise is going to help me out quite a bit. And hopefully I can get
hi.
back to where I can, if I can just get,
Hey Pop.
uh,
Lovebug said, Pops, you got this. Sure do miss you. Love you.
do what?
Lovebug said, Pops, you got this. Sure do miss you. Love you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, little bug. Oh, man. Oh, but I'm pretty optimistic. I wasn't 2 or 3 days ago,
You've only been here 3 days, Pop.
but I'm just saying the things I was thinking of, and uh, a nursing home for one, and another one I can't even say
Because
because,
I'll kick his ass.
uh,
I said, because I'll kick your ass.
well, I look at it this way.
There ain't no way other way. No. Because do you realize things could be so much worse than it is? Yeah, we got it a little rough right now, but things could be so much worse.
But I'm thinking about how much better things would be
Hey,
about
how would it be better?
if I was dead
How would it
now.
be better?
Well, you wouldn't have to worry about all this.
But we would be extremely depressed and sad.
I mean, I'm 84.
And you could be 204. That's what people, who think about committing suicide, they're going through their own demons in their head, but they never stop to think, well, I don't know, of how people are going to be left when they leave their lives. I mean, look how bad we were when ma'am died. Everybody was depressed. Everybody handles grief in their own way. You have to always look at the situation like things could be worse. It's all right. Well, we can handle what we've got right now.
That's tough.
I know it's tough, but we can handle it. Even with my foot the way it is, we're gonna handle it. That's the only thing I can say is we're gonna handle it.
At this point, I'm not concerned whether I can get up and
Hey,
get out there and go on
Pop,
my,
Lovebug says, please don't talk like that, please. We all would be so sad if you weren't here. I look forward to seeing your videos.
well,
So it's more than just us. You got a whole YouTube family that would be upset. Oh.
hey, Scott and Pallet Man.
I haven't seen him on yet.
Well, he's probably out running his rounds.
Chonky, don't you think about it. You're too big. Chonky. Chonk he wants to lay on top of you, Pop, and it's not going to happen. That sucker is 30 pounds.
I'll tell you one thing, fucking just come to my mind. They have this machine.
Oh, goodness.
They
Sit and stand.
set me up on the side of the bed. The machine will go up there and it'll get under me, stand me up,
Mm-hmm.
and then turn around and sit me down in the wheelchair. And one day they was using that on me, and they messed up somehow.
They didn't mess up. They didn't realize it would do that to you.
But I'm telling you, what it was doing, every time I breathe out, I couldn't breathe air back in. It was squeezing me so tight like a snake would or something. And
Bad boy.
I kept telling them that
come on, baby. Come up to mama. Come on. Come to mama. Chonky, come to mama.
I can't breathe.
You're too big, baby.
And
you a lot of cat. Come here.
I
come here.
Become unconscious for a split second.
Come on, doofus.
It
What are you
just
doing?
about killed me.
What are you doing? Come on.
But they still don't think they made a mistake.
Come on.
I know they made a
Come
mistake.
on. You want to sit on somebody? You can sit on me. Come on, fat boy.
But that machine's about $8,000. I wish we had one. Because then they could pick. It's not the big machine either. But the way it works and everything, it stands you up, it sets you down. And it can stand you up. If you got to go to the bathroom and drop your drawers and set you down on the toilet and pick you back up and everything. It's amazing what that thing can do. And I'm not talking about the Hoya does that similar, but it's not as simple.
This one's called a sit to stand.
And it's just amazing. But the thing that surprised me, the lady that handled my case records and
Reese,
everything,
man, come on. What is with you guys?
she come in day before yesterday when they was getting ready to leave and everything, and one of the aides come in there and said, "You're going to have to stand up." And all this stuff. I said, I can't. What do you mean you can't stand? I said, I can't stand up. I can't walk. And the caseworker, the worker come around and said, "What do you mean you can't stand up?" I said, "I can't stand up." And so it's like there's a lot of one hand didn't know what the other hand was doing.
It was new people coming to the room that didn't know. The ones that didn't deal with you on a daily basis.
And one work come in there and said, "Well, Russell, if we can get you in the car, how you going to get in out of the car and everything at home?" I said, we don't know. We don't have a clue. And it was tough. It was really tough getting me out there to where I'm at.
It took about an hour and 45 minutes to get him from the car to in the house to in the bed. We had to keep taking breathers because we just couldn't figure it out.
And Joey's not here either, and by the way, he graduated college in December.
He passed all of his practicals too. Did you hear me?
Yeah. It's what?
He passed all of his practicals.
What's that?
A practical is they have to go in and somebody pretends to be a patient with all these lists of different problems or you know things that's going on with them, and him as his PTA he has to discuss what's the best procedures to do with them and the best therapy, and he's got to go in detail about all that. So
When's that?
it's already happened.
Oh, right.
He starts his clinicals next month.
And I'm so proud of him and the fact that he did most of this without those, what kind of loans are called?
Student loans.
Yeah. He's been paying out of pocket and working his butt off. You working 2 jobs and all this stuff. So I finally got a college, gonna have a college graduate in my immediate family. I just wish I could live longer to see all this happen.
You're going to see him graduate.
Um,
Pop,
but
you're going to see him graduate. That's only a few months away. They're already putting Halloween decorations out at work.
yeah, I love that boy. I love all of them.
Hey, Demon Days says, good luck to your grandson. I'm sure Pops is an amazing inspiration for him.
Who
And
said that?
Demon Days.
Oh,
And the
okay.
Life of Tammy says, hi, Russell, sending love from Jersey.
Oh, Tammy, you work at Walmart, right?
She said, Dingbat's here.
I could. She's a hottie. I like her.
Tammy, what do you do at Walmart? How long have you been there?
Works in toys.
Oh,
Don't you work in toys?
I know she's not answered yet. Oh, chonk.
Yeah, I think she works in toys.
We have 2 people that works our toy department. One that works it all year, and then one that comes. She runs the toy department. She said over 5 years. And we have one lady that comes just for Christmas to work toys.
That would drive me crazy.
What?
Tammy, she's still there. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Demon
dear.
Days. I've been there 11 years. I've done.
That's why I want you being at Walmart.
No, she's been there 5 years, a little over 5 years. I've been there 11 years. I started day shift maintenance, and then they moved me to hardware as a department manager. And then when they got rid of those positions, I ended up bumping heads with the lady that was in hardware, and I went to my store manager. I'm like, look, you're gonna have to do something about this because baby. And she said, well, I've got to get ready for inventory, and I needed she wanted me to go overnights to help to prep for inventory. I went overnights and I never went back to days. No, there's ladies at my store that's been there 30, 35 years. I don't see how they've done it because, boy, my store plays favorites. You know, if you're good in with the store manager, then you could do whatever you want and act and treat people however you want. No. Mm-mm. Yes, he has lost some weight, and he can't walk. He can barely stand on his own. He can with the support from us, but he can't. He can't walk. He's weaker now than he has been. We actually passed inventory ourselves, but that was back in February. We had our inventory in February to beginning of March. I can't remember exactly when because we were the first store in our area, and it we did really well, really well. But no, we have a problem with our overtime night management. They hire any and everybody for these team leads, and they get these people in these positions. They get the big head, and then they start really rubbing people the wrong way. I've seen management change in and out, coaches and team leads for overnights at our store. Let's see, we're already at July. Let's see, this is their fourth set of management. P. McKenzie says, well, I pray he can get better and stand soon. We had him actually standing yesterday for a few seconds so I could pull his britches up because every time he slides up in the bed, his britches come down. So we stood him up yesterday and he stood there for a few seconds. So we're going to do that a couple of times a day. We're going to do that a couple of times a day to help him build up his strength. That's my foot, Pop. That's my foot.
So it was a cat.
No, you could rub it if you want to. It sure hurts.
That's the only thing I'm worried a lot about is her foot.
um,
When I had my toe amputated, I had no problem with it. I haven't had any problems with it. And
Salt, get off of Papa.
with with uh, with her, she had her toe amputated, and it's been one problem after another since then. It's kind of like sometimes they take your toe, and then next thing you know, they take a little bit more, and that's kind of the way it's going with her. And I worry about that.
That's Salt. He wants to be up around Pop's head. He likes grooming Pop's hair. But no, I had a toe amputated in December. That healed fine. Then I did not realize I was walking on a tack on the bottom of my big toe. It turned into a blood blister and it got infected, a staph infection. So they took the big toe. And when they took the big toe, they sent me home with staples. When they sent me home with staples, they did not take out all the infection, the bone that it was infected or whatnot. And so I had to go back for a third surgery, and then they took out more the metacarpal bone here and metacarpal bone here, and they took out what was left of the knuckle for the big toe. This one was the one in December, but they sent me home. I'm not going to lift the cause. It's just a 2-inch deep gash and left it open to heal from the inside out. I'm currently on leave. I was supposed to go back at the end of July, but it looks like I'm not going to go back until the end of August or September, and that's just depending on the healing. So, I struggle with pain is the biggest thing. Um, it just, I don't know. We're making do. Chonky, honey, you too big to be trying to lay with Papa.
No, he's alright. He's alright.
Pop, he is 30 pounds of meat.
He's a big boy.
Oh my goodness. That's Chonky, everybody.
He's a good boy.
Um, Tammy, the toe hurts. It hurts right here. It hurts right here where that toe was. Right there. It's where it hurts. That's where it feels like it hurts. No, this sucker, he is 30 pounds and he thinks he's supposed to lay on top of you. And then Salt is not too heavy. But Salt wants to be between Pop's legs, or he wants to sit up here on Pop's head. Or not on his head, but up above his pillow. And he will lay there and give Pop some I thought about that too. In fact, my infectious disease doctor, the one that is doing the infection, treating the infection, said what really blew me away. Have you thought about getting your medical marijuana card and doing? There's a topical, I guess. You know, when I was growing up, they didn't have stuff like this, but it's a topical ointment that you can put on nerve pain, and it actually helps. But
Good
I, t-
baby.
I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't need that
My
to
baby.
get in my system, and I don't want to become
My
dependent on something like
baby.
that. Yeah, they told me about phantom pain, but I thought it was a joke, to be honest. I thought it was a joke. Boy, it's not. Um, when we first started Alive, I had a bad set on of throbbing pain. That lasted maybe 15 minutes, and right now it's just a dull ache. It's like have you ever hit your hand with a hammer or shut it in the door that just throb? That's what that is. It's a throb. And pain scale wise, they say 1 to 10. I'm about a 4 or 5 right now, but that's constant. That's constant. Oh boy. Chunky. Chunky. He's gonna go investigate. Get down. Stop. Stinker. Don't get on mama. Mama don't need that weight right now. Yeah, I'm listening. 2 medicines, 1 dose in 2 days. What kind of homeopathic medicine we talking about? Joey graduates in December. He just finished his practicals and he's got his clinical rotations starting next month. He's working at one hospital and one outpatient rehab center um, to get his clinicals under control. I'll have to do some research on that because I've never heard of it. It's $200.
What?
I I'm working on getting Papa hospital bed right now. Not nothing like that right now. He needs. We've got to replace this bed he's on because it broke. Chunk chunk.
Good baby. You made Mama start liking red cats.
Yes, he did.
Hey, baby, he's such a good boy. He's a good boy. Papa loves you. I wasn't too particular with red cats either till this come along. He's such a good boy. He's even better 'cause he ain't got no
I'll
tools.
look into it. Oh no, his hearing is not. It's not like a hearing loss. He was injured in the army. He was next to a grenade or something that went off, and he blew out his eardrums. I am too. I'm so proud of him. I want to do something for his graduation, but I just don't know what. Hopefully things will be a little bit better and I can plan better. I've been picking up more craft sales with the craft stuff that I'm doing. And finally figured out what I'm going to do as far as that little business
He's
goes.
such a
I'm
good
going to start leaning more towards to be a supplier. I will still have the stuff that I make. Um, but
boy.
I'm gonna start trying to get the supplies. So, because this stuff that I get, you can't go in Hobby Lobby or Michaels or Joanne Fabrics or anything to get this stuff. I'm gonna deal more in acrylic beads and the findings for any kind of jewelry craft project. Spacers, charms,
He's such a
uh,
good boy.
pin needles, all that type of stuff.
He's such a good
Um,
boy.
because when the last crafter, I made more money in all of that, and like bead bags, like these decorative bead bags that people actually uh buy these bags to sell their own stuff. No, I'm not serious. Are you even? Who are you?
Yeah, that's a good boy.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm going to start leaning towards. And if I keep doing it, I'm well enough on these craft shows. I think I want to take. Joey loves St. Augustine, but I'd love to take him to another beach so he can get. And like I just told you, reality words, bitter taste, that I have to work on getting my father a hospital bed. Oh, I already have. No, I'm not going to try. I have to get a hospital bed. You know what? Are you even a subscriber to my dad's channel, or are you just one of them people that kind of jump in? Um, but yeah, that's I've already changed that. We changed that a month and a half ago. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do is I want it to be some kind of supplier. Um, that's what okay. We've got this fire chief that is helping us. Hey, Amy. Um, this fire chief he's going to help replace the Hoya. The hospital bed, the VA will not help replace it because it's not 5 years old. Um, there is some outreach services that we can, but so far the ones that they have sent me is $3,000 and $4,000, and they will cover half of it. I don't have $2,000 sitting right now. I have $780 that I've got set, and I've got another craft fair to go to and hopefully make some more money. But I don't have a lump sum of money sitting somewhere. With me being out of work, I'm only getting 65% of my pay. So everything that we make, as far as Donovan's paycheck and my paycheck, and Pop's little Social Security, that everything goes straight to bills. This 780 was a blessing that I got at the craft fair. I was going to use that before we figured out that we couldn't, that the bed was giving us problems. I was going to use that just to buy more stock for the business. Um, I have found, I have found two beds on Amazon actually, and they're refurbished. They're from the same company. One is 1850 that'll actually do a sit and stand, and the other one is 1450, I think. 1450, and after shipping it's like a little over $1,500. So those are
That's a
more
good boy.
attainable, I think. Um, because if I could keep doing well at these craft shows,
That's a good
the
boy.
better off I'm going to be. Because that's actually helping more than I thought it would. I didn't think I could do much at it, but that's where the bee supplier idea come in fact, because the last one, people were buying the supplies. They did buy some of her some of my keychains and phone chains, and some of my car charms. They bought a bunch of that, but more of the supplies were bought. you know um I do need to get some more beads. I sold out of a couple of colors and a couple of styles. But yeah, I just, that's what I'm gonna do. It's helping a lot. Look at this. The health insurance is crap. They're the one that kicks Popped out of rehab. Um, uh, they stopped paying, and because they're secondary, they will not do a hospital bed. Pop's primary insurance, or however they explained it to me, is the VA, and the secondary insurance will not pay. Now, if they did replace the potty his potty commode, but they will not. Yeah, been there, done that. I lost my temper with them the other day at the rehab when the rehab called Aetna for me. But like I
Oh
said, the fire
boy.
chief that the home health nurse put us into with, he is does this service for elderly and people on hospice and everything. He's going to help replace the Hoyer lift. He said pretty sure that he can get a Hoyer lift donated. The bed is the only thing that I've got to try to replace. That's the only thing. Like I said, I got $780 towards that. Um, if I could do that again at the next one is on the 12th. Is it the 12th? Yeah, it's the 12th. I okay, block. I don't know who this person is, but baby, um I don't even remember what I was saying. Ow, shit. Ow. Shit, that hurt me.
Oh boy.
I was trying to see if he was one of Pop's subscribers, but going on like that, nobody, none of you guys have ever gone on like that, boy. Um, yeah, the health insurance and the VA is the first people I reached out to, Tammy. Um, it is, the VA is kind of apologetic about it. The caseworker's trying to work with us. She's actually the one that sent me the links to the two beds on Amazon. Um, Thank you, Tammy. How the hell did he eat? I thought I blocked him. Can you block him? Excuse my language. Um, but yeah, they were the first ones I reached out to.
Sam, it's been really a while.
Can anybody block this knucklehead? Because no doctor is going to be going in on people like that at all. Not that. That's not a real doctor. But yeah. You sure can. Just send it to the PayPal. Um, we I did reach out to Granny Doe this morning and asked Cindy where, because the last time when we first got this bed, she found several places that had hospital beds, and I sent her a text message this morning asking her where those were, and I'm hoping she's got an idea because uh if I remember correctly, she had found better things than what I was finding. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. Little kitten. Where do you see little at? You want to see little? Hold on. I'm going to show you little. Hold on a second. It's going to be a black screen for a second.
Hey, baby boy.
Go on. Go on. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. I'm showing them a little kitten. You want to hold the little?
Yeah, hold it.
Okay. That is a little. That is a little.
Whose baby is Reese?
Yes, Reese. But thank goodness I have got a I've got a rescue that once the kittens get up 8 weeks old, they're gonna take the kittens and put them on a website, and they actually ship. People actually adopt animals from that website. Scrappy Pallet Man said, "Hey, hey,
Who?
Scrappy Pallet Man's on. Great to
Hey,
see you."
Dave Paul. I'm home, buddy.
She's got six. There's three white ones like this. This one is gonna look like a seal point Siamese, and then the other two white ones is gonna look like salt here with the red ears and the red tail. Hey, hey, hey. Um, but yeah, that I've got it figured out. It's, like I said, I got $780 from the Laugh Craft Barrel. Boy, I wish y'all could have seen it. I was kind of blown away. I wasn't expecting it because it's the first one that I went to, and it was amazing. People were nice. And then when people realized what I was selling, like I said, they bought more supplies, the beading supplies, the beads, and I have a butt ton of crafting wire and stuff like that. They started buying a bunch of that stuff. And that, in fact, that was the majority of what I sold. So I made 780 from that. I know we got it. We're putting it towards Pop's hospital bed. We've got to get him a new hospital bed. Um, it's still sitting in PayPal. You and Barbara both sent a little bit. But yeah, we've got to replace the hospital bed because we've got to find a bed that works now because the electricity, the box on this one stopped working, and so it won't raise anymore. It won't tilt the bed up, and it won't do anything. So we've got to replace this bed. The hospice nurse and the caseworker at the VA sent us a couple of places, but it's all on Amazon. But that's different. I think I don't know if it's different stores or not. But send us those. We're going to. I'm going to try for one of those beds. That's more closer in price range. Hey, Yiddles. That's your brother, Salt, or your sister. I know, Littles. Come here. But yeah. Oh, it's for Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh, okay. Okay, I will go get him some Kentucky Fried Chicken today. You want some chicken, Pop?
What?
I said, you want some chicken?
Yeah, I eat shit.
Where do you want it from? Kentucky Fried or Popeyes?
Uh, Popeye.
Yeah, Popeyes. Okay. I'll go get that when we get off the live, okay? What are you doing? But yeah, we got to replace the hospital bed. The something that'll lift him up from a little higher for us, so we can stand him up better. Oh, I know their mashed potatoes and gravy is my favorite too. A Pop likes the coleslaw at Kentucky Fried, but he likes Popeye's chicken better. Um, uh, the Kentucky Fried Chicken, if he's getting Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's always the original recipe. Hi, Bobo. You're so cute. Hey, you're so cute. Here, Pop.
What?
Hold the phone like this. You're still on live.
Who is it?
Everybody. Scrapping Pallet Man, Tammy.
Hey, guys. I don't see how this thing's seeing in the dark.
It's seeing fine. The screen is really bright.
I don't see how it's seeing in the dark. I can't believe I slept to 12:30 today. I went to bed. I was in the bed at 1 o'clock, I guess, that I actually bedded down. But I feel a lot better. I worry a lot about stuff,
You want me to hold it?
and I don't know why I worry. Jennifer, she had to go take Donovan to work at around 9, and she got back home around 10 something. Uh, and I start worrying about her. I worry about things I shouldn't be worried about. It's just natural things that people are concerned about, but I'm too darn concerned. I guess what makes me that way was back in 1986 when I had a daughter and a son. And then one day comes along, I've got a daughter, but my son is dead.
November 14th.
And I know that stuff can happen to you. A lot of people think that's never going to happen to me, but I keep thinking things can happen. And then I start worrying, well, how will I handle that? And if something, I just worry about things that I shouldn't. I mean, it all should always be in the back of your mind. But I just worry. And especially when they're out in cars and stuff. I don't know I guess that's what makes me like that. Uh, and I never thought I would be in a situation like I'm in now. You know, I worry about, like, if this house caught on fire, unless there's somebody here to carry me out of here, I'd be a roasted duck. I worry about stuff like that. And I don't know how much I can move myself around if push comes to shove. I'm fixing to find out, I think. But that's just me. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I've got my YouTube family. I appreciate it so much. And and my YouTube family, they're from all walks of life. And I'm trying to think of the names. My mind's not as clear as I'd like it to be. When I try to recall names and stuff. Some I can remember right off the bat. Some I have to think. I'll talk about my YouTube family. And I'll try to pull the name up now, and I can't. You know who you are. You're up in New York, and you sent me a lot of odd and stuff that I appreciate so much. What's his name, daggone it?
Who?
The one that was sending me the packages all the time.
I can't remember.
And T-shirts and everything. He's been such a friend. Such a friend. I can sit here and I can remember he was a front manager at a grocery store, I think. But here I'm having trouble pulling up his name, and I shouldn't. He 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 sent me balls of dirt and stuff. By the way, I'm still wanting dirt, folks. But I'm I don't. The mind works in a funny way, I guess. But I keep thinking maybe it'll get better. But heck, I am 84. So, boy, if I could just get five or six more years, I'll be happy. But I'm already way past. The average man in this country dies at 77. So I'm way past that already. But anyway, I'm going to give this phone back to Jim.
Hold on, give me a second.
Wait a minute, he's telling me to hold on just a second. I don't see how you see him. I don't see how this camera can see me in the dark. But there's a lot of things I don't understand. But I'm so glad I'm back home. I'm so glad I was able to get me out of the car in my wheelchair up. Actually, got me out of the car into my scooter. And my scooter, we was able to drive it home and into the living room. Then they got me in the wheelchair. I think I was in the wheelchair. Then they got me in the bed. And of course, I was very anxious. I was very,
Depressed.
worried about stuff, depressed and everything. And now, what are you doing?
I'm repacking my wound.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, and of course, I worry about her foot. I want to be able to get over here and set up my new computer that's been sitting here for 2 months and get that thing going. And I'm not going to be trying to do a lot of things that I was trying to do. I want to concentrate more on my channel, and some stuff I want to do. There's a lot of things I want to do with my channel. But here's Jennifer.
No, you're still on it.
But I'm not as smooth a talker as a lot of people are.
A Scrappy Pallet Man said you've been a part of his YouTube family for 8 years.
Really?
Yeah. Cupcake Girl said, "Hey Dobber, glad to see keep the faith of God." Scrappy Pallet Man said you were 76 when you started YouTube. That's awesome. And then Cupcake Girl said you're 84 years young. Amy said, "From my land to New York Island, this land was made for you and me." That's cute. Scrap and Pallet Man said, "Wonder if the VA has a semi-assisted living." Yeah, they do. There's a waiting list. And then Amy says, "I've been in a nursing homes twice, and they don't do very much for you. And the best place is home." Can he see? Yes, the room is dark. He don't. What he's saying is he don't understand. He thinks that the screen is dark on the phone. He don't understand how y'all could see him. But that's why I was trying to get him to understand. There's plenty of light the way this phone is, so it's not dark at all. He's just worried about y'all being able to see him in the darkness.
Crap a pallet man. Paul.
Paul popped up.
I wish I was as smooth. I wish I was as smooth a talker and stuff as Paul is. Paul's got it together. He sure got it together.
Okay. Thank you. Um we're gonna do another live later. Everybody. I'm gonna give him his meds. And you want some watermelon? I said, you want some watermelon?
That was what?
Watermelon.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting hungry.
Kind of getting hungry. What else do you want? Oh, the chicken. Um, what time is it? It's 1:57.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 1:57. I'm gonna go get Pop something to eat and get his pills and everything ready. But we will be back on later. Trying to keep him motivated. Uh, so we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.